closed.
You don't look the sort who can afford to turn down legitimate work.
What do you want?
How about we start with a light?
What's up, guys? Welcome back to some BioShock Infinite. This is the Burial at Sea, Episode 1. We are going to check out the DLC content. First, going to light this chick's cigarette.
Well, you gotta name this.
Elizabeth.
Okay.
You can call me Elizabeth.
What can I do for you?
There's a girl who needs to be found. Maybe you've seen her.
This girl's dead.
You know her.
You'll see dozens of her tied down by the docks or the slums in Apollo Square. Orphans. With Fontaine's charity shut. No place for them.
But her you know.
As I said, girl's dead.
Lost.
Look, I don't know where you get...
Lost isn't dead. Name your rate, I will pay you for this work. But you do this one gratis, wouldn't you?
I don't follow.
Something tells me you will.
Okay, so... apparently this is some kind of crossover of Rapture into... Actually, it might be in Rapture. Yep, we are. Okay.
Seems my instincts were correct.
Where's Sally?
I don't know. But I know someone who does. Follow me.
So, 1958. So this is 2 years before
What I need
the
from
first
her is my
BioShock.
business. But I know where to start looking. Something tells me a man with your particular talents could be useful. What happened to these children? What are they?
Where have you been? Cabin in Arcadia? Little sisters. Atom factories.
It's grotesque.
Compromise? Is that why we came to Rapture?
There's a Big Daddy. Mr. Bubbles.
I say you should have to prove your
Funny.
What?
You not knowing about the little sisters. How long have you been in Rapture?
Let's just say I don't get out much.
You've got eyes and ears, don't you?
If I wanted to share my life story, Mr. Dewitt, I would write my memoirs. If I learned anything about Rapture, I thought it was a place where people understood to mind their own business.
Where are we headed?
The man we need to see is in the Garden of the Muses.
How do you know?
My sources are my own, Mr. Dewitt. If you have better information as to the whereabouts of your girl, I suggest you avail yourself of it.
Where are you taking me?
When's the last time you saw Sally?
What?
She was taken from you, wasn't she?
How do you know this?
She was taken, down at Surprise. You were playing the tables and...
She disappeared.
And?
Cop friend of mine, Sullivan, says they found her floating in the docks.
You see the body?
Look.
Did you see the body? This world values children, not childhood. There's a profit to be made and men who make it. I'm taking you to one of them. Mr. DeWitt, you all right?
I'm fine. Just get these spells sometimes. It'll pass.
refreshment, sir. Madam?
We're fine, thanks.
Ooh, Houdini Splicer.
I went through basic with them, decent sort, but the Italians, Papa this and Papa that. They can't take a crap without a papal dispensation.
He gets that
Okay.
from his father. No one from my side of the
I told her. Did someone listen to your words?
So weird seeing this, like, all
Mr. DeWitt,
alive.
find my source inside of that club.
Cohen? What does that lunatic have to do with Sally?
Which business do you represent, sir?
Business?
Yes, which business?
Dewitt Investigations.
Mr. Cohen does not truck with private detectives. Masks of invitation went to artists and craftsmen alone.
I'm with the artist struggle. We're expected.
No mask, no entry.
Stuffed shirt.
These invitation masks he spoke of. They must have gone out to local artisans.
Well, I guess we'll have to persuade someone to loan us one.
The business of Rapture is business. Says it's sponsored by the artist struggle, the Golden Rule, and Rapture Records.
I guess those stores would be as good a place to start as any.
All right. Okay. 3 local stores. You might have received invitations to Cohen's Club. You can choose your current objective from the objective screen. Press O to access it. All right.
What brought you to Rapture?
A man.
Really? You don't strike me as the romantic type.
Wasn't that kind of man.
Then what?
There's a debt that needs repaying.
I've known my
That's
share of
easy.
Shylocks. You're no Shylock.
Invitations to Cohen shows are highly coveted. Nobody's gonna just hand us one.
You think you can figure out a way to distract the store owner while I take a look around?
You just find the mask. Leave the distractions to me.
Please, come in.
Excuse me. Lady has some questions for you.
Yes, of course. Interesting, isn't it? An original Sander Cohen. He calls it miasma.
I'm sorry, but
Cohen sends
I
those
know
masks
precious
out in
little
some
about
kind
her.
of box.
Oh crap, that was probably not a good idea.
Fear of what foolishness might tumble out.
Damn. Must be somewhere else.
Tell you what it means.
Oh, would you? Oh, I would like so much to understand.
In this piece, Cohen intended to show us the struggle of the great man.
Condemned to breathe the swampy air of the parasite.
You see all that in that little picture?
Yes, in fact. Now,
Did your companion go...
Oh, what's this one? Oh, please, it's so beautiful. What does it mean?
my dear, that is something truly extraordinary. Shall I explain?
Oh, yes, please. Tell me everything. You're so knowledgeable. Why, you must be an artist yourself. You've given me so much to think about. I feel a trifle swoony. Would you mind if I return tomorrow for further education?
I shall be here at your service.
Any luck?
Let's find another shop.
Where to next? Rapture Records and the Golden Rule are both downstairs.
Poof, they're all gone. Welcome.
You see that dish I walked in with? Will you give her the star treatment, pal? That'll make it worth your while.
Of course, right away.
I'm interested in this piece.
Ah, excellent. You've an eye, haven't you, miss? It's a natural sapphire and diamond, 18-karat gold ring, fully hallmarked for Paris, 1887.
Really?
The center cabochon... Excuse me, sir.
That's a lot of fine talk about a stolen ring.
I beg your pardon?
Right out of her coffin in Twilight Fields. Did you think we wouldn't notice?
I can assure you...
The assurances of a grave robber are of no interest. If you hand the ring back, the matter will remain between you
Nothing.
and me.
Well, only one place left.
This trash. I don't think so. Hit the bricks, you tramp! I'll see to it they hit you.
Get your hands off me! Might be
Say
best
that
if
guy
you're
definitely
gone when
deserved
he
it.
wakes up. Nothing?
No. Got one place left, though.
And if that proves to be fruitless?
Cross that bridge when we get to it.
It's temporary. I don't have all the flaws in drawings.
Dr. Steinman told me.
Hey, pal. You want to help out the little lady?
Yes, of course.
We're just gonna
What
sneak
is
on
this
back here.
piece?
It's by
Where is he hiding that
but of
box?
course, covered by Mr. Arthur.
Oh, it's lovely. Isn't it lovely?
Oh, yes.
Oh, music does something to me.
Hey, nothing in the cases.
Primal, isn't it? Part of us that exists before thought, before logic.
Ah, here we go.
Purely sensual.
The finest music.
There you are, you little son of a bitch.
That we never knew existed.
Yes.
I must go. I must go. Even one more note shall prove my undoing. Good. You've located the mask.
Third time's the charm.
All right. It's best we head back to Cohen's.
Alright, so his place was over this way, I believe.
Fine piece of work back with those shopkeeps. You've got a bit of the grifter in you.
For that, you can thank my father.
Oh, yeah?
He was a man comfortable in a variety of roles.
Yeah, you see that too? Looks like some doorway into another place, some time.
I do, Betty, and it's absolutely nothing to worry about.
Are you sure?
Betty, we live in Rapture, a place of perpetual scientific.
Ah, very well. Mr. Cohen awaits your participation at his performance.
So who is this fellow Cohen? Some sort of underworld figure?
Worse. He's an artist.
An artist who kidnaps children.
Cohen's muse is a bit more diverse. I've seen this type. Gets an idea in his head, end a conversation. Don't matter who gets hurt.
Okay, that got dark very fast.
Dance, dance, move!
Yeah, that's really creepy. There's an actual rabbit right there.
Move, that's right, that's right. Be the conduit! Open yourselves to the music, to the spirit of the eternal! No. Why do you fail in this fashion? To embarrass me in front of my muse? My muse shall not be mocked. Fitzpatrick! Please! The stick! For God's sake! My muse shall not be mocked!
And all these people are okay with that. Okay.
Get them out of here! There shall be no failure on my canvas. There's no room in Rapture anymore for the artist. Who are you?
Name's Dewitt.
Is that right? My. This one's a real biscuit. Isn't he a biscuit, ladies?
I need to ask you a few questions.
Questions, yes. Yes. It is the work of man to ask. It is the work of the artist to answer.
You've seen this girl, haven't you?
We artists see more than most. You're more than you claim to be, little songbird. Are you not? Watch this one, Dewitt. She'll take you where you don't want to go. But I know the child in that photo is important to you. So many children flit, flit, flit away. I know where the girl is. And I will send you to her. In exchange, all I ask is a dance.
I'd rather not.
I see
Electrocution,
something in
probably.
you two. Art strips away artifice. Show me who you are, and I will show you where you need to
Listen,
go.
Cohen, you son of a bitch.
Mr. Dewitt,
What?
dance with me.
Come, dance!
I shudder to think what greater price he might care to extract.
Fitzpatrick! Beauty and pain. They can be no more separated than birth and blood.
What do you think Cohen's customers do with the children? Do they?
Sometimes. But those types lack the capital of people like Ryan and Suchong.
That's a blessing.
You saw those little sisters? You so sure?
But if Suchong had Sally, I'd know it.
How?
Because I tied him to a chair and asked him
So?
for 15 hours.
I don't know what to make of you, Mr. Dewitt.
No!
Listen, we're not gonna keep...
Fitzpatrick!
I kind of figured that was going to happen.
I see suffering in you. I know how to shine a light on your pain. A moth will become a butterfly.
Alright guys, I think that's going to do it for the first one. Hope you guys enjoyed this. And we'll see what happens.